I'm standing at the northeast corner of Chester's famous circuit of city walls. In fact, behind me, where the tower is approximately where the Roman northeast angle tower of the fortress Diva was. But the tower that we see today had its origins as a medieval watchtower. The tower is known as King Charles's Tower, and it's named after Charles I. That's the king who eventually lost his head in 1649. But he stood there, or it's said that he stood there, on the 24th of September 1645 and watched his army being defeated at Roughton Moor. Now, Roughton Moor is about 3 miles to the east of the city. Admittedly, there was a clearer line of sight because the citizens had burnt the suburbs. However, it may have been that he actually stood on the cathedral tower, which is a much better vantage point. The king had come to Chester the day before because Chester was under siege. He'd brought troops from North Wales. The parliamentarians had blasted a hole in the city walls, and you can still see the trace of that near the new gate in Roman Gardens. It became known as the King Charles's Tower from the mid-19th century, and it just so happened at that time there was increased tourism in the city. Previously, it had been known as the Phoenix Tower, and that really is its proper name. If you're fans of Harry Potter, you'll know what a phoenix is, because Fawkes, that's Dumbledore's feathered, trusted companion and protector, was a phoenix. They're magical birds. They burst into flames and then they arise again. And on the tower, there are 3 phoenixes. There's one, a plaque, and it's got a date of 1613. There's another one on the weather vane, and there's another one above the plaque that gives the story about King Charles standing on the tower, together with the coat of arms of the Stuart kings below. It was named the Phoenix Tower because the phoenix was the emblem of a guild that occupied the tower. They were there in the tower for about 200 years until the end of the 18th century. And these were the Painters and Stationers Guild. The barbers and chandlers were also sublet space in the tower. In 1613, the guilds rebuilt the tower after it lost its roof the previous year. And they also rebuilt the tower in 1658 because of Civil War damage. It seems apt, therefore, that a phoenix should be on the tower because the tower arose from those calamities. There is a statue of King Charles in Chester today, and he's at 55 Bridge Street. And if you look up, it's a Victorian timber revival building, and he stands there in a niche with his orb and sceptre. The interesting thing is, when they came to put the statue in the niche, he was too tall. So they had to cut something off. But this time, it was part of his legs and not his head, as it was in 1649. You'll encounter King Charles's Tower or the Phoenix Tower when you walk around the city walls. But today I want to thank the cathedral for letting us film on Dean's Field. And that's my 4 minutes up.